Hi everyone, my name's Pam. Welcome to another edition of Bluebird Corner, the Cardiff City Fans podcast. So today we'll look forward to City's next League One game away to Blackpool this Saturday. It's a 3 o'clock kickoff. So we'll have a look at the match in some detail. So City have played the Tangerines 75 times. They've won 19, drawn 22. And although our record overall against Blackpool is pretty shocking, really, in the last 25 games against them since 2000, we've only actually lost 5. And in the last 2 away games as well against Blackpool, we've won those games as well. Our biggest win was actually in 1930 when we beat them 4-2. And our biggest defeat was in 1960 when we lost 6-1 at their place. Now, players who've played for City and Blackpool, you'll know some of these. Mark Bonner, Bob Hatton, Billy Ronson, Mickey Burns, Mark Kelly, Paul Sanderson, David Tong, Doug Blair, Chris Thompson, Neil Matthews, and Jimmy Gill. And as regards to famous players who played for Blackpool, well, you'll all remember, well, not remember, but I hope you'll remember, is the most famous of them all, obviously, is Sir Stanley Matthews. But they've had many very good players at Blackpool. And one who was voted their best player, actually, by Blackpool fans above Stanley Matthews, which surprised me, was Charlie Adam. Other famous players, Dave Bamber, Tony Green, Alan Siddick, I think it is. Siddick. Alan Ball, Jimmy Arnfield, Kevin Phillips, Trevor Sinclair. And some of you may remember Emlyn Hughes actually played for Blackpool as well. And as I mentioned earlier, Bob Hatton, who went on to play for City, also was one of Blackpool fans' favourite players. Now, Blackpool, obviously started the season with manager Steve Bruce in charge. They lost their home game against Stevenage at 3-2, and their first win was against Huddersfield in August. But they actually went on a run of 7 defeats in 11 games, which meant Steve Bruce was dismissed from his post. And Ian Evatt has come in, the former Blackpool player. His win ratio, actually, as a manager, is 50%. And he's done really well in his short spell so far with Blackpool. I think they're unbeaten in their last 4 league and cup games. So, it's going to be an interesting game on Saturday. So we'll look at both teams in terms of formations. City will start with Trott in goal. I think they go with the same side that started against Wrexham. Kapaki Obegan fullbacks. I think they'll go possibly Chambers with Fish and Wintle in front. Kellyman with the Colwell brothers and Ashford on the left, and Salick up front. They may well start with Lawler, but I'm going to stick with Chambers there. As regards to Blackpool, their formation, they tend to go 3-1-4-2. Now, they had 8 players, first-team players out injured up until recently, but a few of them are coming back. So, obviously, in terms of the squad, Peacock Farrell, the Northern Ireland international, will be in goals. You're looking at a back 3 of Lyons, Horsfalls, and Casey. And in front of the back 3, normally be Brown. Now, their midfield could change it up because, as I said, they have got a few players back from injury. Honeymoon is in the picture, as is Coulson as well. But they may stick with Evans, who's their captain. He's a Welsh player. Zach Ashworth, who also played Wales under 21s. He might be in there on the left. And then you've got Hamilton as well, will probably start. And up front, they'll probably go with Fletcher and Bloxham. Now, in terms of the result, well, it's a difficult one, isn't it? I said, in a previous podcast that in our last 8 games since Wigan, we won, lost, one loss, one loss, one loss. So based on those averages, we should win at Blackpool. But I think with Blackpool having a new manager, we found with Peterborough with a new manager, Luke Williams, they had a bounce and they beat us. I think, obviously Blackpool are on a little good run of form lately. They're getting players back from injury. It's not an easy place to go, Bloomfield Road. So I think this one will be a draw. I hope I'm wrong and we can nick a win. But yeah, I think this will be a 1-1. Be good to hear your thoughts on the game. Do you agree with the team I've mentioned? Would you rather Chambers instead of Lawler? How do you think we'll get on at Blackpool this Saturday? Obviously, we've got a game in hand on the top teams there. And be good to hear your thoughts at Blue Blue Corner. And we'll do a podcast after the game on Saturday night. So have a good weekend, everyone, and we'll see you soon. Take care.